So how to hold a golf club is very important, okay? It's how we control the club itself. And it's really important that we get the hands on correctly to the club. You can see I've drawn on this glove here, I've drawn some lines. And these lines would dictate where I'd really ideally like to see the club sit in your hands when you hold it. And you can see how it's very much in my fingers. Okay, actually that goes to the back, to be fair, but it's very much more in the fingers of the grip as opposed to running across and up into the palm, which is probably where we're seeing yours sit as you're holding the golf club itself. But ideally I'd like to see it more in the fingers. A great way to get this correct is to actually put the club up on your shoulder like so and actually hold it, but then let go of it slightly. You can see how I let go of it. You can see how the weight of the club over my shoulder will actually make it sit more into my fingers, and then I'd grip it. And that's a great way to feel how the club should sit more into the fingers. To start with, you'll feel as though you've got less control, and you'll also feel as though that you've got a little bit less power, but to be honest, you'll end up with more, and that's a real key thing. The key thing here really is why we do this is it's just going to help you to create better leverage in the wrist. The wrist should be able to hinge up and down like so. You should be able to create almost like a 90-degree angle with your left arm. I would imagine if you hold it in the palm, I can barely get 45-degree angle if I'm lucky. Okay, put it in my fingers, you can see how I can get quite good leverage. Leverage is really important for creating speed as you hit the ball. Okay, the other factor as well was the number of knuckles that we were seeing. Okay, you were probably seeing about 1, maybe 2 knuckles on the back of the left hand. I'm going to be looking for more. I'm going to try and get you as strong as I possibly can get you so that you're in a great position. You can see 1, 2, 3 knuckles for me, for example. How do I know this is correct for me? Well, when I stand here, if I just let my arms just hang in front of me, you can see how my palms face downwards and inwards towards my knees basically, and varies from different people, depends if you've got any injuries and so on, but most people it would hang downwards and inwards. Now that is actually the correct way or the correct position for my left arm to hang in, and that's quite a strong position for most people. But this is what we call natural joint alignment. My joints in my arm, if they hang freely and relaxed, hang naturally in this position. When my arm feels like it's twisted this way, hands round here, this is my natural position. When I swing a golf club and when I come to hit a golf ball, my hands will always return to that position. If I put myself in my impact position, my arms will joint, or my joints will line up in their natural alignment, which means that the club will end up being square. If I did it with your grip, so if I over exaggerate it here, and I then try and put myself into position, what will happen is my club, as I put myself in a position, my joints line up, my actual club face will point to the right hand side, and my hand works in a under action, okay, this way, as opposed to the correct action where it should actually be working this way, where the arm should be rotating this way. So how you hold the club is vital and very important. Don't be afraid to send me pictures in of you holding it. I might be saying to you, no, bring it round more, bring it round more. The easiest way to find it though is just let your arms hang down in front of you like so, and then take hold of the club. And that way then you'll find that the arms will hang in a natural position. You can see with mine, I can see 1, 2, 3 knuckles on the back of mine, and that V here that I create with my thumb and my forefinger, that's pointing off over here somewhere on my right shoulder. Okay, very important. Right hand, yeah, we discussed that. Ideally, I'd want the hand to be brought round a lot more, again, into the fingers, not into the palm. But again, I want the right hand to actually the palm of the right hand to match the club face. And that way it's going to point more towards the target. The right hand's the controller of the club, and the way the right hand works is so easy. It's that sort of action as the right hand. So my right hand works that way, and that's what's going to apply the pressure to the back of the ball when I square up to hit it, and that's what's going to release it for me. Okay, so have a go at the grip, see if you can get on with it. Don't be afraid to ask me many questions. Send me videos in or pictures of you doing it. If you have any questions, please let me know.